And his opening lineup. They've got Jabari Parker. Trae Young is out there with Reddish. Then there's Hunter. And it's Len in at the 5. And for the Clippers, they've got Ivica Zubac. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Patrick Patterson. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Parker. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
And one thing that held the Hawks back last year, all the mistakes.
Yes, last in the league in turnovers, second to last in personal fouls. They were one of the youngest teams last season, and it showed. But you have to have more discipline to win games, which is why they only won 29.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Parker's shot is off. And here's Beverley. Pass to Zubac. Back to Beverley. On the wing, George. Clock at 6. Shoots. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Here's Young. Rebound by the Clippers. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores. Oh, my God, they can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
And that one's good. Beverley.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
And there's the pass to Hunter. He kicks to Reddish. The Hawks working the ball around. Young against Beverley. Young passes to Hunter. Three-pointer. Again, Young missing.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Passes it to Leonard. Back to George. To the wing right side. From deep three-point range. That one, no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim,
hammering it in!
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Earlier, David Aldridge spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What'd you find out, David?
Thanks, Kevin. I talked to him about his strategy facing this team. He said those guys block a lot of shots and they try to intimidate you. You have to be prepared mentally to stay aggressive even when they send a few back our way. Guys?
Thanks, David. No question with the defense they're facing tonight, Coach would like to see Greg them gain some early confidence.
Efficiency is key for them. Don't make the mistakes that turn defense into offense.
Those mistakes included turnovers, bad shots, and rush shots. All must be avoided if they're to accomplish their goal.
And, Smitty, what about the teams that know they're going to be championship-caliber contenders? How do they stay motivated early in a season with so many games to play?
You know, it's hard. I think a lot of those guys, they're looking at, I would say now we're talking about load management for those type of teams. They're just trying to make sure their bodies, their minds are ready for that run. But usually those championship teams, they understand they're motivated by winning. They get it together at the right time.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Young. 3rd in assists, 7th in scoring, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists right now. He does a great job of running the offense, spotting the open guy, and making the sound delivery. Parker's shot is off.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Pass to George. On deep. Here's Zubac. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on DeAndre Hunter. Well, Ivica Zubac may not block a lot of shots, but Smitty, he is still a solid defender.
What Zubac does is a great job of challenging players at the rim and provides great help from the weak side. He does rack up a lot of defensive fouls, but hopefully that decreases with time.
And the first one at the line is good.
A big key to the Clippers' recent surge, the development of Montrezl Harrell. His activity and his ability to score have been infectious for this team, and he also can be very intimidating.
And so he's able to get one of two. And the Clippers getting Harrell in that Chris Paul deal. Turned out to be a decent trade for both teams.
You're totally right. The Rockets already had Capella. Harrell was sort of a redundant in terms of skill set. And you can only have one rim runner on the floor before you began to compromise spacing.
Young against Beverly. Outside Leonard. Lays it up off the glass. Leonard's got 6 points.
The evolution of Leonard's game, making things happen with the dribble drive.
Pass to Parker. The shot from the low post is good.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Outside, George. Atlanta with the rebound.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Parker dishes the land. The pass to Hunter. Fires for three. Another three for Atlanta.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Pass to Leonard. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Kicks it to Reddish. Young outside from downtown, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Parker. The shot comes out, so Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
And that one's good. Leonard.
This is what you want to do on the offensive end. Get Kawhi looks in the paint. Rely on him to make a play.
Young drives in. Scores for only the 2nd time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Here's Zubac. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
To the middle. Here's Len. It's hauled in by Zubac.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Now Beverly. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Teardrop shot, and the layup is good. And it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
Because of the explosiveness, Beverly's dangerous off the dribble, as you see right there.
Here's Len. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. Well, a break on the floor, so let's talk about the league's small forwards, shall we, for a second, and see which of them have led the league in free throw shooting this season. 5th best, Kawhi Leonard.
And there are some smooth strokes among that group, guys. I mean, just effortless perfection when they are at the stripe.
They might not all have the same technique, but they all have the same results.
Parker outside. Pass to Len. The dish to Reddish. It's hauled in by Paul George.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. This one for three. Here's Zubats. Lays it up and banks it in. Zubats has got 5.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Atlanta calls timeout. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, what we saw in that game and what you see around the league is a questionable dependency on the triple.
You know, if you're cold from range, there are other ways to score. You can post up, dribble drive, get out in transition.
For the Clippers, Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Patterson. Reese Harkless comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Williams in for George. Pass to Bembry. Here's Fernando. Dishes it to Young. Over Beverly. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
The Hawks trail by 9. Young outside to end the cold streak, and the layup is up and in. Young's got 7 points.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go. This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. Still in his early 40s, the Hawks, the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
Green, he's checked in for Zubats. Williams kicks to Harkless. 6 to shoot. Outside Williams. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And Coach Pierce works as an assistant general manager in the offseason. Steve able to learn that side of things and have a voice in acquisitions.
That's very important. They are building something special in Atlanta. He's going to play a big role in that as well.
Los Angeles leading by 7. And he banks in the layup.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Young passes to Fernando. Doesn't go that time. Great tee that time from Green. Williams against Young. And it's blocked. Here's Bembry. He's defended by Harrell. Bembry's shot good.
Even though he's an elite scoring talent, Young finds ways to involve his teammates.
Now here's Beverly. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Williams. Averaging about 23 points per, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
Here's Young. Great D that time from Green. Los Angeles leading by 7. Harkless kicks to Harrell. And Vince Carter picks up a foul. That's his first foul. Harrell finds Williams. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And the game plan is clear. Work the ball inside.
Lou Williams has been a weapon off the bench for so long, and he has won Sixth Man of the Year multiple times.
One shot.
And that one falls for Williams. And for Lou Williams, he is just instant offense when you bring him, Smitty, into the game.
And a lot of that is just his mindset. Lou Williams, once he's checked in, he is attacking at every given opportunity. Not everyone can be successful off the bench, but Lou Williams has made a career of it.
And that one, good. Williams has got 7 points in the game.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Young passes to Bembry. Carter outside. 5 on the clock. The Hawks working the ball around. Jones finds Young over Beverly. Knocks it loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell. .35 seconds left in the first quarter. Young from outside.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Hard to keep up with Lou Williams' quickness. Draws a crazy amount of fouls.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
You look at the trajectory of Williams' career. Second-round pick, started slow, but his game has aged like a fine wine.
And both free throws good for Lou Williams.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Beverly against Young. To the left wing. Carter outside. Will it go? Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Williams for 3. That one misses. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get right back to the action when we return. You may not remember Vince Carter traded on draft night for his college teammate Antoine Jamison, but he talked about that crazy exchange.
So as I'm sitting back there, it's like there's been a trade, you know, Toronto Raptors and Golden State make a trade for Antoine James and Vince Carter right there. So our families are sitting right next to each other. So they're fixing the hat, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, here's your hat. All right, give us that hat. Move forward. So it was just the weirdest thing.
The 5th and 6th picks in the draft, both of them went on to great careers.
And draft day trades happen all the time, but being traded for your college teammate, a pick apart, that's pretty unique.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Hawks. Bembry out there with Trae Young. Then there's Carter. Then it's Jones. And it's Fernando in at the force line. Young passes to Fernando. Shot clock at 5. The 11-footer. Rebound by Williams.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Harkless. Good on the 13-footer. And the Clippers lead by 15.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Outside, Jones. Here's Bembry. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Atlanta again missing.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Here's Beverly. Good defensive work there by Young. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Hawks. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Fernando can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 15.
You look at the Hawks franchise, moved to Atlanta in 1956. Since then, they've been unable to advance to the NBA Finals.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Young. And the rejection by Harrell. Beverly the pass to Green. Young outside. Here's Fernando. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
I love that Trae Young puts his passes on target and in spots where his teammates are comfortable playing.
Here's Williams. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Williams has got 13 points. Now with Atlanta, I think they wanted a fresh start a couple years ago, Steve, rather than be a middle-of-the-pack team.
Yeah, and a primary way to acquire stars is to reboot, dump salary, and nail your draft picks. Then, once you have the young nucleus in place, you add the veterans.
Here's Bembry. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Beverly finds Williams. Back to Beverly. The pass to Harrell. He dishes it to Beverly. Fires the three. Fernando pulls it in. Fernando's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Williams looking over the floor. A floater, and it's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. Jabari Parker's checked in for Atlanta. Here's Williams. Another miss by Williams. The Hawks trail by 13. Here's Parker. Rebound by the Clippers. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Harkless. It's good for his 2nd make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And Carter with the basket on the assist from Young. Carter's got 5 now.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Outside Williams. Passes to Green. He kicks to George. From the high post, he drills it. And the Clippers lead by 15.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Young outside. Here's Bembry. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. And then for Atlanta, Alex Len's checked in for Damian Jones. Hunter comes in for Vince Carter. And it's Reddish in for Bembry. Los Angeles on D. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
Patterson, he's checked in for Harkless. And the Hawks with possession here. 6 on the shot clock. And Parker, here we go. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game, offensive rebounding or the lack thereof. A lot of one-and-dones in that game.
You know, you have to crash the glass on both sides of the floor, and they didn't get the job done in terms of creating second chance opportunities.
For Los Angeles, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Some players out there are either loved or hated by the fans. There's no in between, Smitty. But when you take a look at divisive players in the league, who pops into your head?
Draymond Green, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James. There's some people who love him, and there's some people that hate him.
Sure.
Joel Embiid is starting to creep into that conversation. Those are some of the guys some people love him and some people hate him.
Young against Williams. Can they get it? Shot's good from Young. Young's got 10 points in the game.
He's calm. He's confident. Young has that it factor.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. Pass to Patterson. Kicks it to George. Over Young. That one wide left. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. The Hawks trail by 17. Pass to Hunter. There's the dish to Parker. Now the pass to Young. Over Williams. Shot's good from Young. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
Trae Young's a crafty operator from mid-range, really from any range.
Young against Williams. The teardrop falls in. 15 points in the game.
Going teardrop, Lou Williams pulling out all the moves. He's got them.
Passes it to Reddish. Unloads from 13. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Clippers. Right now they're in 7th in the conference, looking to build on their record.
Yeah, and I think the Clippers, that big splash they were hoping for to start the season just never evolved. I mean, they're stuck there in the middle of the pack.
It's not how you start, though. It's how you finish, right? So they still got time to pull this all together and make some noise as the season goes along.
Leonard kicks to Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
Pass to Parker. Back to Young. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Clippers. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Good defensive work there by Young. The Hawks trail by 21. Here's Reddish. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
And Parker with the block. In the corner, it's Hunter. Fires the 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Patterson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Leonard with the steal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Incredible effort by Kawhi. Picks it up with the claw, then off to the races.
Pass to Reddish. He kicks it to Len. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shot clock at 6. Reddish with the ball. He's against Williams.
I can't believe he hasn't hit a shot all period. Someone else needs to step up and help close the gap.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Young against Williams. Now, here is Young. He's guarded closely. He gets it in there. Young's got 7 points for the quarter.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
George. Len grabs the board.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
Now, here's Hunter. He's covered by Leonard. And that one is good. Hunter's got 5 points so far.
Awesome concentration there. When Hunter's committed to scoring, he's hard to stop.
There's the feed to Leonard. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
I mean, those huge hands of Kawhi Leonard give him great control of the ball. Very sparing with his turnovers.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly comes in for Lou Williams.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Young from outside drills the three-pointer. 17 points in the game.
For most defenses, Young's jumper is the first thing they have to account for when they play this team.
Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's his first trip to the line.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Shooting 2.
Throw good, Paul George. And he makes both free throws. Atlanta's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Parker against Leonard. Parker's shot is off. Outside Leonard. Here's Harrell. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He ended up with 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 block. After a subpar performance in their previous contest, he has come on strong tonight. His first half, sensational. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
What you like about Kawhi Leonard?
efficient in everything he does. Rarely does he take an extra dribble, doesn't take bad shots, and he passes in the right position to make the play.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
Well, it's no wonder they're getting blown out. No energy, no fight in the rebound battle. Ernie, you got to pick it up. You got to pick it up starting now, or it's going to be impossible to come back. Like the Pythagorean theorem, times 50, times 100, times 50, times 10. Impossible to figure out, Ernie.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Patrick Patterson is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And that one's good. Beverley.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. There's the pass to Reddish. Hunter with it. He feeds it to Parker. Young outside. Lets a floater go, and it's good on the way in. Young's got 19 points.
Scouting report is be physical with Trae Young. And every night he finds ways to still make plays.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Hawks have been in rebuild mode for the last couple of years, but this season brings a lot of optimism. Passing on Luka Doncic, the Hawks drafted Trae Young. It was much scrutinized, but Young came on down the stretch. His playmaking makes other people better, and also, they hope, will attract a free agent or two. Now the Hawks have added several rookies, starting with DeAndre Hunter, and they believe they're poised to make some noise in the East. Kevin?
They took that gamble with Doncic and getting Young. We'll see what happens. Thank you, D.A. Passes it to Parker. Back to Young. Over Beverley. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Leonard draws the double. Here's Patterson, and it's Patterson finishing it off.
Quick lick from Patterson makes finishing plays off with a dunk look easy.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Parker passes to Hunter. Hawks passing it around. Clock at 6. Reddish kicks to Parker. From deep three-point range, that shot no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's George. From down in the low post, it goes. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
That's a 2 from Parker. Nice jump shot. Good. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
And despite a fair amount of turnover, the Clippers have made the playoffs 7 out of the last 8 years.
I am so surprised. When you lose Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan, you expect a complete rebuild. But the team stayed competitive throughout, and now they're well positioned into the future.
Pass to Young. And here's Len. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Reddish, and it's sent back by Leonard.
This is how it's been so far. He's missed every shot he's taken, and the team is suffering the consequences.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Parker passes to Reddish. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. The three from George. The rebound by Young. The Hawks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
And that one's good. Beverly.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Young passes to Len. Dishes it to Reddish. No good that time. Excellent D there from George.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Pass to Reddish. Parker outside. Looking to end the run. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's George. Rebound, Atlanta. Young outside. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul for the Clippers. Green comes in for Ivica Zubats. And Maurice Harkless subbed in for Patrick Patterson. Andre Bembry's checked in for the Hawks. Hunter kicks to Reddish. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard with the steal for the finish. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You see, that is just rude. Kawhi picks it, triggers the fast break. See ya.
At the top of the key, Hunter. Knocked away. He dishes it to Parker. Harkless with the steal. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go.
Talented, opportunistic. When Leonard gets hot, it can last for long stretches.
Bembry the pass to Parker. And the pass to Bembry. Just 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. The shot's good. Land's got his first points of the game.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And he lobs it up. It's deflected. Reddish with the ball. Guarded now by Harkless. To the paint. And that one is stuffed right through.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Len finds Parker. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and there it is for him. Well, this term load management now is something you hear about, read about all the time, Steve. Do you think we'll ever see the regular season shortened by a few games?
You know, Commissioner Silver has talked about it, and it's been thrown around 75 games. I will say the NBA has done a fantastic job, along with the Players Association. There's longer off seasons. And there are also longer time throughout the All-Star games, and it's not as many back-to-backs.
Bembry kicks to Parker. Over to the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Reddish. It's hauled in by Beverly. Beverly's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's George. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. George has got 12 points in the game. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Reddish kicks to Hunter. It's good. 7 points in the game.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Now here's Beverly. He's tightly guarded. Over in the corner, Harkless. Passes it to Beverly. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And Leonard gets it to go.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Hawks shooting around 40% in the third, maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there. Here's Parker. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Over Reddish. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Parker with it. Leonard picks him up. Len up top. Hawks passing it around. Now Parker. 6 points for him. Here's Reddish. That one off the back iron and out.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
That one goes in.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Hawks shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Here's Bembry, defended by Beverly. Leonard on the wing. He has 38 in the game. 1:41 left in the third. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his second personal.
The Hawks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
The Clippers last year, they scored well. Lacked a true superstar, but they were aggressive. Case in point, #1 in the league in free throw attempts.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Harrell, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. And the second free throw, good. And Smitty getting to the line most often for the Clippers last season. Lou Williams and Gallinari.
That combination was fascinating to watch. When you have guys who can score on all 3 levels and know how to draw fouls, that puts tremendous pressure on the defense. Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Now, here's Reddish. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Outside, Jones. Carter outside. 6 to shoot. Launches a 3. The rebound by Paul George. George has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Vince Carter picks one up, and perhaps the most shocking news of the NBA offseason, Greg, the trade of Paul George. Nobody saw that coming.
It took a ransom of draft picks to get him off the Thunder. Kawhi Leonard recruited him to join him on the Clippers, and Paul obliged by demanding a trade. Came together quickly and caused a major power shift in the West.
First free throw is good. And the Hawks making a change here. Goodwin's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. And the last two drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, last year, Damian Jones had a very promising start, but his season was cut short by injury.
Yeah, he tore a pectoral muscle about a third of the way into the season. Has shown big strides and was starting for a little bit. The upside and talent is clear for Jones.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And what was more fun to watch last season than Patrick Beverley checking Kevin Durant in the playoffs?
Patrick Beverley's energy and fight gave the Clippers a chance every night. Obviously, the Warriors' talent won out, but the Clippers made them work every step of the way.
He's off on the second.
And when you think about some of the most entertaining Hawks teams, my mind always goes to the human highlight film.
Reason why: he was a 9-time All-Star, NBA scoring champion, had some legendary matchups against Larry Bird and Chuck Person, to name a few. One of the most electrifying players in the history of the game.
The three from George. It's hauled in by Goodwin. To the inside, Carter. Great D that time from Harrell.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Goodwin out there with Crabbe. Then it's Jones. Then there's Carter. And it's Fernando in at the 4. Steve, you know, there is some hostility we're finding between the media, some teams and players, boycotting of certain journalists. Coach Steve Kerr said it's a dangerous situation. What's your view?
You know, I think it is from the standpoint of from a players and organization with the media, but I think also the media, somebody's going to have to police those guys as well. We got to have it where we're both on the same team. You might not agree, but you got to be on the same team.
I agree. Lets it go from the wing. No good on the shot.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions. Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Goodwin feeling it out. Hawks passing it around. It's not going to go for him. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Here's Magruder. Good work defensively by Carter. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Atlanta Hawks. Stolen. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession.
Hawks ball.
Hawks have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Fernando. Goodwin with it. And he lays it straight in. Goodwin's got his first bucket of the night.
That's good planning, and that's good execution, and that's a great look.
You know, Smitty, the NBA more active now in developing players before they enter the NBA. Not just the fundamentals, but the values of the game.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. The league has been taking a hands-on approach. There's nothing wrong with teaching the next generation life lessons about the sport and through the sport.
Carter finds Jones. And then Carter with the jam.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
Outside Robinson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal foul. For Los Angeles, Jerome Robinson at the line for 2.
Two.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. Steve, it seems like criticism of NBA officials is reaching a very interesting level. We see players, coaches, and now even executives confronting these officials over their calls.
You know, I know we love the word transparency, but I think also for these referees, because of technology as well, we're seeing these players from so many different angles. And all we want to talk about if we're coaches and executives and players are the plays they miss. And I think that's what we're, putting too much energy in. One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Goodwin passes to Crabbe. Here's Fernando, guarded by Robinson. Here's Fernando. Carter down low, falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Carter's got 4 points in the quarter.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
The pass to Mann. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound, Atlanta. Jones has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Hawks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Mann, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Carter outside. There's the triple. The Hawks again can't hit.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1-3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. So for the Hawks, Brown is checked in for Jones, and Wallace subbed in for Goodwin.
Wallace.
From the inbound. Outside for Robinson. From past the arc. Fernando pulls it in. Fernando's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Carter the pass to Fernando. The Hawks working the ball around. Wallace looking for an opening. Carter inside the three-point line. He can't get that one to fall. And the Clippers will come the other way. A floater. He lays it in.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
And so it's Atlanta with it.
They need a bucket in a big way here
to regain some confidence.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Smitty, with players like Curry and Lillard taking such high difficulty shots from deep, deep range. I mean, these are just amazing. Some have said that it's hurting the game and that kids will try to emulate. What do you think about that?
You know, Kevin, I think it is to some point, and to this point where so many kids now at a younger age are shooting the three ball from so deep. I would love for a lot of these guys to be able to show the work they put in, and then those kids try to emulate that.
Yeah, Carter, just a freak of nature, one of the best dunkers the game has ever seen, a top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
Here's Robinson, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. We always see these sponsorship patches on these uniforms now, Steve. This is the 3rd and final year of the test run. I think it's here to stay. What do you think?
I do too. I think the numbers have also coincided that it's here to stay. I think also the revenue. I think people love it, and I think the sponsorship helps.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Here's Wallace. Pass to Crabbe. There's the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Robinson with it. Pass to Zubac. Shoots over Brown. Zubac, that's good.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Well, we know, Steve, the NBA looking at lowering the draft eligibility age from 19 to 18. The one-and-dones would be gone. You like the move?
I do like the move, Kevin. I would just love to have a lot of things in place for these younger guys, whether they're 18, 19, some guys at 25, just something in place to help these guys, especially some of the things they're having problems with off the court and also financially. Have some kind of third eye to be able to help these guys.
And this is where the G League comes into play, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Carter. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Wallace left side. Carter outside. Now here's Crabbe, guarded by Robinson. Crabbe, good. Crabbe's got his first 2 points of the night. Clippers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Outside Robinson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his 4th personal foul. At the line for your Clippers, Jerome Robinson. 2 shots. Two.
And that one falls for Robinson. So much new technology. A lot of it's so exciting, Steve. Did you see the demo of the jersey that can change a player's name and number the other day? Wow, that was something.
I did. I saw the demonstration that Adam Silver did. It is fantastic. I was thinking about myself, Kevin. I played for 7 teams. That's a lot of changing of the name and number.
Yes. That really is. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Wallace dishes to Crabbe. Here's Fernando. From outside the arc. The shot that time not on target. And taken away by Wallace. And the slam dunk by Wallace.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Here's Zubats, and he uses the glass on the layup.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Wallace, the pass to Crabbe. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Hawks, Allen Crabbe. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And the Clippers making a change here. Green's checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. A lot of people think, Steve, there are 3 factors necessary to achieving organizational success. Ownership, ownership, and ownership. What do you think?
I guess it's ownership, and ownership. I think it also comes down to trust. Trust in anything gets you a chance to be successful.
And, Steve, you know, it's just about establishing that culture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think you got to have an identity, a culture that everybody wants to be a part of.
And here is Robinson. Magruder passes to Mann. High post try, and the jumper is on the mark. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Pass to Len. Kicks to Brown. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now the pass to Magruder. Outside, Green. It's taken away by Wallace. And the dunk by Wallace.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Outside, Robinson. Pass to Magruder. Here's Kabengele. Clock at 6. Robinson for 3. Len grabs the board. Atlanta's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Now Wallace, right wing. Crabbe, that's for 2, and that one's on target from the wing. Crabbe's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Clippers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kawhi Leonard.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And the Clippers making a change here. Patterson's checked in. Atlanta making a switch here. And he sinks the second.
They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
From 18 feet away, the shot, no good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Crab, good.
And you got to like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Passes it to Mann. Now Patterson. Over Wallace. Patterson, that's good.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Pass to Crab. Here's Jones. Ball's knocked loose. So the Clippers winning this one easily. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun.